about humankind. I'm open mind, but I do not walk with none aligned. My state of mind is to keep a peaceful.
Soldier Field opened back in 1924 with the Bears becoming 10-71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. He's going to be dropped forward and pick up a 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Tell me to tell of yourself. Brandon Smith, that's a line. That's an inside linebacker. This nigga is not trash.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Inside. He thought he was motherfucking Parsons.
Again, this is Kamara. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Nigga said he ready. Right.
Back to throw here. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to make it 4th down. They run. It's Kamara. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down,
do I have
2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But at this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
That Brady nigga played his Chargers.
On play action, they'll throw.
You don't know, dude. You might know him. He was in Game Day League. B Winters. He can play. He can play.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Yeah, B Winters is...
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Coming left is Kamara. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. 2nd straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Stay with the 5.
They'll look to throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And the Bears are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football?
So now you can't do Mickey shit. Like until you can't do his route running shit.
How about giving me an opportunity?
Stafford's throw complete here to Kmet. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat.
Yeah, but you're not going to get that.
You're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put it in
the
full
ball.
playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Oh, you trying to get a big jump? Grab and go there in the slot though.
Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. This one swung out to Montgomery.
Rock when they got to do that. No, I know, but I'm saying though, like, they'll usually tell you what he, 80 what, slot or something?
After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
We talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense.
I thought you needed one. Yeah, dude, you need a lot.
To show respect to him.
And he got a green boost, nigga.
We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Damn, they light it there up.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And that is incomplete.
You don't know that nigga, dog. No, he wasn't, bro. Did you tag him? The fuck? You ain't tag him the first time, nigga. This nigga just wrote, "Hey, you ready?" Fire, yeah, I'm here.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, Stafford. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown, Chicago! Jalen Guyton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Nah.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That shit be feeling
bad. Let's run out a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete. They made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is
one day you're gonna play two. Maybe you can play two. You might play three.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
What up, boy?
Yeah, he will have the first down, but hold everything.
Damn.
A flag is down. This one might not stand. Wait a second. That's got to be a mistake. They declined it.
That doesn't make any sense,
Damn.
right?
Yeah,
I mean, it doesn't at all because you want that penalty. All right? They just picked up a first down, right? You want the penalty.
I am so confused right now. They'll look to throw here on first down. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Kill thought they was gonna forget, nigga. Told nigga, hey, just leave for a day and come back. They ain't gonna remember. Hey, bitch, you better not quit. I was telling you. I see you up here, nigga. Hey, you stupid, nigga. See ya, nigga. TCS, PSL, yeah, bitch. Yo, weak ass shouldn't be back, nigga. So he back like if he was doing something when he was in this bit. Boy, he was quitting.
On second down, Kamara. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On the ground, Kamara shrugs him off. Jeremy Chin there defensively. I certainly know that I, for one, would not like to be on the other end of a tackle when this guy's coming at you full speed from a strong safety spot. Boy, that was a nice play. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off.
And they're going to win no playoff game.
And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside the pocket.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
That's it, the same. That's it always.
They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Nah, you got Bakhtiari with them Falcons.
Returnable here for Davis. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Back to throw. Flushed out right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Hell no, don't do that. That's a good thing.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Running with Kamara. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's McKenzie. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Bears will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
Second and 10, Stafford again. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Now a play fake and it's Stafford. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Throwing again is Stafford. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. To throw is Stafford. Got a man. It's Breshad Perriman. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Back to throw. Stafford. Going up top. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Hunter Nice-Swander on to punt now on 4th down. Return. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
You need that linebacker like that. That's a fact. I took one in the first round just for shit like this. Oh my God.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. He'll drop to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. Escaping a tackler at the 25. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Stafford. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And Kamara with a carry on first down, but this defense on him in a hurry, and he'll wind up losing a couple. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
From the 30 on second down, Stafford, he's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Off of play action, here's Stafford. Throwing left side, it's complete. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. On first down, it's Stafford. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Saints are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities. And this is a good one right in front of them.
2nd and 6. And this is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. And the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following that punt, which turned out as well as it possibly could have, this offense has 99 yards to go to the other end zone.
And the defense is frothing at the mouth with a chance to get points themselves. If they tackle a runner in the end zone, safety. And if there's a holding call in the end zone, that's also a safety as well. So either way you decide to go on offense, you've got to be careful.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
Now a first down throw. Stafford over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. This is Smith with a grab. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Throwing again, Walker on 2nd and 10. Caught by Montgomery. Touchdown! David Montgomery, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Santos with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Returnable here for Davis. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. That's Darius Leonard, the linebacker who got in and got into the turf. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And this will be incomplete. Well, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel fall, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here comes Cohen. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Saints are going to take over here up near the 40. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys to scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
It's like that, nigga. Like you can't hear it, nigga. Probably getting your eyes beat over there like you usually is.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And you got 11.
First down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now back to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Roquan Smith, his 2nd sack of the night.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. That one on the guard, Cesar Ruiz. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Obi Melifonwu with the tackle. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And now off to the races down the right side. 20. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
The offense on third down tonight, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kamara. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big-time play there for New Orleans.
Well, that's something you haven't had to talk about much this game. A nice big play right there. But this team, overall, they haven't done a whole lot offensively.
Well, they're still sitting on the goose egg. We talk about defenses having pride in a shutout. This offense wants to get rid of that 0. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. Second and 15. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think you might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Throwing here, Stafford. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Try to lay one up deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
Even with the big lead here in the fourth, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned.